Wisconsin, and my husband's at a dairy conference, so I came with him because I love being able to work from my laptop. I just want you to see the background with the boats in the back is so pretty. You know, at my house it's like 80 something degrees, and here it's 52 because it's Wisconsin. So it's, you know, their weather is changing already towards the fall, but it feels so good and it's so pretty out here. I was actually looking and I saw one lone duck out there, and I thought about you, and I thought sometimes you feel that way. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see. It's so pretty out here. In Wisconsin, but it is cold. Whew, it is cold. But I started thinking about being a lone duck online. A lot of times when you work online, you feel like a lone duck. And when you have your Etsy shop and you're working by yourself late at night, maybe you're sitting in bed working on your Etsy shop, or you got your feet up in your recliner and you're starting to wonder, is anybody making sales? And I love to tell you, because it always encourages me when I see other people's success, that people are making sales. I got a notification yesterday, and this girl that has an embroidery shop on Etsy sent me a testimonial. She's like, I got my first sale. And I was so excited for her. And I know you may be feeling like you'll never get your first sale, but it will happen if you persist. Here's one reason why you may not be getting your first sale and why it took me a while. First of all, you have to be selling something that people want, right? It can't be just something that I like. And here's a prime example. I was thinking as I was just eating lunch at this cafe. My husband's at a dairy conference, and it's all about cows and making more milk production on dairy farms, because he's a dairy consultant. And I walked by because I wanted to work from my laptop, and I found a conference room. I sat down and I looked across, and there was a shop, and it was full of cow things, everything about cows. And people were lined up, I mean like a double line, all the way down this conference center to buy cow ornaments, cow shirts, cow magnets, anything about cows. Okay, so it's a prime example of, first of all, you want to get in front of people who want what you're selling. Okay, are people lining up to buy from your Etsy shop? That's what I wanted to ask you today. You're going to get your first sale when you have people lining up to buy what you're selling. If it's something that, you know, like when I was growing up, I would make pot holders out of yarn, and then I would go door to door when I was a kid, and I would sell pot holders to my neighbors. And because they liked my family, they would buy a pot holder from me. But they also, you know, the ones that thought they needed it would buy it. So that's the thing. Are you selling something that people need, or they just want because they love it? They're like, I got to have that. I've just got to have that. That's when people pull out their wallet and buy from your Etsy shop or your Shopify store, whatever it is. On e-commerce, it's all about putting something in front of people that they really want. And I appreciate the thumbs up, and I appreciate you being here. I'm not sure how much longer I can stand out here because it's really cold on the lake. As you can see, it's so pretty. Yesterday it was 80 degrees and today it's 52. So it's chilly and there's a wind kicking up, but it's so much nicer than, you know, sweating. But as I said again, I saw a lone duck out there, and I thought I need to make a video live to tell you, if you're feeling like a lone duck, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not a lone duck. There are lots of Etsy sellers and lots of people online doing all kinds of marketing that feel that way every day. So today, if you're feeling really down and you're feeling like a lone duck and you haven't made your first sale, you're not making as many sales as you want to, just remember this. Just remember this. Persistent pays off. Persistent will pay off. It's the people who persist online that make money. but you have to do the right things consistently and persistently. You have to do the right things over and over and over. And like, again, as I said, if you're just joining, I looked and I watched in amazement at this cow expo where my husband is, and people were lined up. I mean, lined up. I would say maybe 50 people at a time lined up to buy anything about cows. Cows are a hot niche. They're a hot niche on Etsy. And like, again, what were they buying? They were buying like cow dish towels, cow magnets. A lot of this stuff you could do on print on demand. Cow t-shirts. I followed a guy, his name is Travis Patel, and he's made, I mean, I don't even want to quote, but over $1 million with print on demand, probably a lot more than that. And he started in the cow niche. So, I mean, seriously, if you just find one niche where people will buy anything about that. I just checked some of my t-shirt stats, and I made some sales with some dog t-shirts of some mixed breeds that I didn't even know they existed until I did some research on Etsy. So always be looking to see what are people buying and put it in front of them. That's it. That's all it is about success online. And a lot of times we feel like the lone duck, we're doing it by ourselves and we overthink it. Nobody's making sales. Well, I get notifications at least once a week, sometimes more. I made my first sale. Okay. So yes, people are making sales. Yes, they are. Okay. Do it on the side. Do it as a side income until it becomes a full-time income for you. And if you're making comments, I'm on my phone and it's really bright out here, so I can't see it, but I'll check it when I go inside and I will answer you. So if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. I'll be happy to help you. But the secret today is, it's really no secret. You just put in front of people what they want to buy. And somebody wrote in and said they were really discouraged because they hadn't made their first sale and they had done all the keyword research. Well, look and see what the best sellers are. You can go into etsyrank.com, and you can find out who is selling what. You can find out the top sellers today, yesterday, all time best selling items in Etsy with etsyrank.com. It's ETSYRANK.com. Okay, you can also find out what keywords to use. You want to go after keywords that people are looking to buy with, and that's Etsy. Etsy is a buyer's marketplace. It's not a browsing. Yes, some people browse, but most people are there to buy something, or they have something they're looking for. Okay, that's the beauty of e-commerce versus informational marketing. I love information marketing, digital marketing. I love it. But e-commerce is super easy when you find something that somebody wants and you put it in front of them. Then you'll be writing me, I made my first sale. Okay? That's what you want to do. You want to find out what people are buying, go into Etsy, and Etsy now tells you it has a little shopping cart that's jumping up and down. And I see someone coming, but can't read it in this bright sunlight. Somebody's saying hi. Hi, I'm glad to see you. I'm so glad y'all are here with me today in Wisconsin in the wind and the lake. I'm going to show you again that lake view. And my hands are freezing, but it is so pretty out here. And I love the boats. It is so pretty. Like I said, I'm here with my husband, and he's at a conference, a dairy conference, but I feel like I'm on vacation. I'm working, making this video, and I'm going to do some more work on my computer. But I love working online. And if that's your goal, then just keep at it, okay? I know you sometimes, like I said, you feel like the lone duck. You're not alone. There are lots and lots of people who are slaving away on their laptop at night trying to make something happen. And online, I got online because I wanted to be able to do this. I wanted to be able to travel wherever, life took me. And I'm so grateful for that. I really, really am. This is my dream right here. I'm living my dream. And I asked people on the van yesterday, we were traveling, and I asked them, I said, how many people in here, because it was my husband's clients, are living your dream? And, nobody raised their hand except me and one other person. because they have dreams beyond what they're doing. So if I were to ask you that today, what would you say? If I were to ask you, raise your hand if you're living your dream, would you raise your hand? Would you raise your hand if I ask you, are you living your dream? If you're not, the most wonderful thing I can tell you today is it is possible. It is possible. Is it hard work? Yeah. Is it worth it? Yeah. It really, really is. It's the reason why when I was single on weekends, I would just slave away at my computer because I'm like, doggone it, I'm going to figure this out. I'm just going to figure it out. So if you really, really, really want to do this, follow the people, who are successfully doing it, okay? Whether it's me or someone else, follow the people who are doing it successfully and then just do those steps. Do those steps. And once you find a winner, say for example, you put up a cow shirt, and just go into Etsy and look up cow sayings. Go into Pinterest and look up cow sayings. There's some really, really funny ones. People buy it if they laugh. If you make them laugh or make them cry, they're like, I gotta have that. Or I gotta have that for my sister. I gotta have that for my niece. Or my grandchild would just love that. They love cows. They love pigs. Farm animals is a huge niche. People making bank with farm animals because people love animals, okay? So if you find something that people love and you make a shirt and it sells, then make a tote bag with the same graphic or the same saying on it. Or make, you can do baby onesies, you can do leggings, you can do shoes. Now shoes you have to do in Shopify with an app. But on Etsy you can do pillowcases, tote bags, sweatshirts, leggings, baby onesies. You just start coffee mugs. I started with coffee mugs. It was just simple little sayings on coffee mugs. And when I saw those sold, I'm like, what? If those sell, then other things will sell. Print on demand is absolutely exploding. It really is. If you follow anybody on YouTube or blogging or anything online, you will find out e-commerce is exploding. And we are now into fourth quarter. This is the time people make the most money online, offline for the whole solid year. So every night I issued you a challenge. You need to be having at least 100 listings on your Etsy shop before Christmas Eve. Okay, you still got time. You could do like 4 or 5 a night. So get to it. So if you have any questions, absolutely any questions, just put it below. And again, I get testimonials. That's the title of this video because it spurred me on to tell you, if you're feeling like a lone duck, there are people writing in and saying, I got my first sale. I got my first sale. So I want the next one to be you. All right, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being here with me. I gotta go in, my ear's about to freeze off. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye. Again, put your questions below and I'll answer them when I get back inside. Let me figure out how to turn this off.